onion bombs, and we have 1 pound of Italian sausage, our Italian sausage here from Serenity Valley Farms. I'm going to add that. And then I have 1 tablespoon of our everyday seasoning. You can make this yourself or you can get it from us, but it's salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. So we're going to sprinkle that on there. And then just a teaspoon of paprika. Very good. So we're just going to mix this up. Make sure we get all that seasoning off the sides there. And then we're just going to probably make 1/3 pound little meatballs and kind of pack them tight. All right. So now we need some onion. I'm going to take the top off, take the bottom off, and half. I'm going to peel, if I can do this with the gloves on. Let's peel the skin off. Now the trick is to get this outer peel off without breaking it. But if you just go slow, if it rips a little bit, it's not the end of the world. Set that aside. Get the corresponding ones to the other side. Kind of pops right off. Okay, so now all we have to do, this is really easy. All we have to do is put the meatball in the middle, form the onion around the meatball. So it kind of looks like a little hand grenade there, I guess. Put that in there. There we go. And let's see if we can get this one in this one. Just... There we go. All right, so we're going to take some bacon. This is Jowl Bacon, which in my book, I don't think you could find a better bacon than Jowl Bacon. We just want to wrap as best we can. Pull it as tight as you can. This bacon's extra thick, so it needs some help sometimes. Can never have too much bacon, can we? There we go. And then we're going to stick the fuse, which is a serrano pepper. We're going to stick that right in the top of there. There we go. And we're going to turn it up so the top will be at 225, so usually 350 does the trick. Let these guys get some smoke on them. So this is smoked chops, and first thing we definitely need to point out is, I don't know if you guys can get a close-up on that, but look at the marbling. This is the loin of the chop, and this is the thing that always dries out when you buy meat from the store. When you get it from us, you can see all this intermuscular fat that is just marbled up in there, and it keeps this thing just so juicy. So, first thing we got to do is just lay our chops out. I've already patted these dry, but typically you'd want to pat them dry with a paper towel. And then this seasoning is our in-house mesquite seasoning. It's got 19 different seasonings in it. Hopefully will be for sale soon. We just put enough on there. Look at, you can see the chunks in the seasoning. It's pretty cool. So press that in there a little bit. And you want to do your best to get all of it. That fat cap is so good. So let's get some of this off of there right off. Don't want to waste any, right? Stovetop pork chops. What you're going to need for this is obviously some chops with a nice fat cap, at least a half an inch is better. You're going to need some of our all-purpose seasoning, again, to make that yourself if you'd like. That's salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. Going to need some butter and some rosemary. So first thing you want to do, anytime you're searing something in a pan, first of all, you need a hot pan. Then that one is really hot. And then we need to just dry off that pork chop. Take a paper towel, dab it, make sure there's no moisture on there. Get as much of it off as you possibly can. There we go. Then just take some of the everyday seasoning here and just get both sides. You don't have to get the edges on this. So the first thing you want to do is get this chopped so you can hold it on the end just like this. And we want to sear that fat. And hopefully this sizzles just like that. And what we're looking to do is get a really good crust on there. You can already smell that chop. Man, that smells good, don't it? You can see the fat rendering off of there. By the way, this pan was dry when we started. The only oil that was on there was when we re-seasoned the pan after the last time we used it. Get all that fat as best we can. Alright, see how golden brown that is? That's really what we're looking for. See, the fat is all kind of bubbled up on here. Could use a little more on the end here. Let's give it some more. Get this side a little bit. Alright, now this is where the magic happens. Leave that there for at least 2 minutes. Don't touch it, don't move it. Just let it sear. So the meat's going to, right away it's going to want to stick to the pan. And when we really pull it off is when that releases. And that's when you're going to get that nice color that you're looking for a great chop. Oh, yeah. So, once we get them good and crispy, we're going to add just some pat of butter on top there. And then some down in here. And then we're going to add some rosemary. You can smell that already. Wow, does that smell good? Okay, so grilled pork chops. And then this again is our everyday seasoning, which is salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. So we're just going to season these kind of lightly, just on the tops and the bottoms. Okay, and then they're ready to go on the grill. So just like we did with the searing in the pan, we kind of want to crisp the fat up. So get it on the side and just put it on that flame. Let it cook on there. Nothing like grilling in a rainstorm with the wind blowing at you. Oh yeah. Look at that perfect check mark. Crosshatch, I just like to say. So, pork chops, 3 ways. Had a lot of fun cooking these, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun eating them. So, which we did smoked, we did a stovetop method of searing and baking, and we did a grilled method. So, which one do you guys want to start with?
Wow, they all sound great. Anything.
All right, let's start with the smoke. We'll start on this
I
side.
knew you were going to say that.
All right, so just take your fork and grab one. And
All right.
And we'll give it a try. Unless you want to cut it first into a smaller piece, more manageable. All right, let's try it.
All right. Here it goes.
Okay, I'm just going to take all this home. We'll just take it away.
Yeah.
You guys can. You really don't need to have any of it. It's really bad. You really shouldn't.
My mama taught me to share.
All right. So what do you think, Dakota?
It's excellent. It's excellent.
It is very good, yes.
It's seasoned well. Yeah, it's Yeah, it's delicious.
The pork flavor is very good. The seasoning is very good. And the texture, it's nice and juicy still. I can squeeze some juice out on my plate.
Which is, for pork chop, a lot of people, they cook them, they get dried out, they get burned out on pork chops because they just get, so dried out and they turn to shoe leather. But
Yeah.
the marbling on these things is just incredible, and it's really, really hard to screw these up.
How long did you smoke them for?
That smoked about an hour and a half, and then we finished it on the lower rack there and brought it up to temp. So I think it turned out really well. Okay, so the next one, let's try the stovetop method. So go ahead and grab one.
In the middle?
In the middle, yeah. Ladies first. Go ahead, Dakota, grab you one. All right. I know how juicy it is already.
Yeah,
I
this
do
one's
too.
amazing.
So let's see what this one tastes like.
Yum.
Wow, yeah, really juicy.
A lot juicier.
The rosemary and the butter really kind of comes through on that. That rosemary really sits on your palate. It's really good. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah. Yeah, the fat is amazing. I'm not much of a fat eater, but that's amazing.
Melts in your mouth.
It's like silky
Yeah.
and buttery and
Oh, it's so buttery.
yeah. Cool.
Very good texture.
All right, well, let's switch. We also made some onion bombs, and we'll come back. We'll do that
We're
last.
going to do that last.
We made some onion bombs, and I've cut them up, and they kind of fell apart on me, but they're still going to be really good.
Yeah.
So in these onion bombs is the Italian sausage, bulk Italian sausage, and then we just seasoned it with our everyday seasoning and some paprika. We cut apart an onion and kind of made a bowl and stuffed the inside of it, and then we put our fuse in, which is a pepper, which I'm going to take and eat,
Serrano pepper.
into the top of it, and it kind of looks like a little cherry bomb or something, but really good. So, or at least I think they're really good.
Now, the onion that was used was a candy onion from a local farmer. We didn't plant any this year, so we had to outsource.
Watch for toothpicks.
Very good.
So let's try and get everything in one bite, and let's see what it does.
And this is the Jowl Bacon, correct?
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, it looks sloppy right now, but man, is that good.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Wow. I'm going to eat the pepper.
You guys are both ahead of me. Very good.
That was good, isn't it?
Seal of approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. I can't believe that in this Italian sausage that we get, that there's only 3 ingredients. Salt, pepper, and fennel. That's it. And it definitely tastes Italian. There's no oregano, no parsley.
Very simple.
None of those green herbs that you would think.
Our bacon's
Might be there.
natural cured, all natural stuff. There's no chemical nitrates or anything in it. Gives a very clean taste to it. Lets the flavor of the meat really shine through, and it's just a perfect match. It really is. All right, we got one chop left to go. The grilled chop. Can you reach this far, Dakota?
Yeah, I think I can. I want to reach over here while you're eating.
There we go. These are really juicy as well.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like about it. Nice and juicy.
So, not sure if I went over this in the video or not, but I cook the chops to 135 to 140 degrees on the heat. Pull them off, let them rest, and they will continue to cook. till they hit that 145 mark, which is perfect for pork chops. The juice is still there, the flavor's there, but they're fully cooked. So let's try these and see how we did.
All right, here it goes.
Oh wow.
Yum.
Yeah, ridiculously juicy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna
That
have
just
another
tastes
piece.
like it's been soaking in butter.
There's no butter on it.
I don't know, but the amount of juice in that chop is wow.
Yeah, that's
Very
really
good.
good. That's really good. All right, so if you had to pick which chop was best, now that you tried all three, Dakota, which do you think is the best?
Wow, the seasoning on the first one is incredible. But I think the last one, the juiciness, is just incredible.
The grilled chop.
Yeah, the grilled chop.
The grilled chop. I really like that one too. How about you?
Yeah, the grilling is always my favorite choice for anything meat. So yes, the grilled chop definitely gets a win from me. I do like the stovetop one as well. I'm just not a huge fan of all of the rosemary, but it does add quite a unique flavor. And the first one, he can cook that for me anytime.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the grilled chop as well. I think the smoked chop, I love smoked food, so I think that smoked chop comes in second. They're all very good. This stovetop one is also really good and really juicy, and that's how we eat in the wintertime when we don't want to come out and grill.
Right.
Just get that skillet hot and sear it on all the edges and on both sides. Stick it in the oven for a few minutes, bring it up to temperature, and you got a perfect chop. So I would go. That is really good, but the other ones are just
All three of them
right on
are
spot
great.
too. So I'm having a hard time choosing. So I think we'll call it quits there, and we'll let the crew dig in and get something to eat. And thanks for helping out today, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll invite you back the next time we cook, and you'll probably be around since you're my wife.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So.
I like being your wife. I
All
get
right.
spoiled.
Well, I hope you all try this out there, and come on out and grab some and give it a shot. It's really good.
Serenity Valley Farms, Monticello, Kentucky.